Hey guys, welcome to my Nrl Nines recap. This is going to be recapping the whole 2 days in one video. Players that I thought were very good, the games I enjoyed, and the injuries. Let's get into everything that happened in the Nines. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's start now. So guys, obviously there is a lot to get through. All 16 teams had some very good players. I've got some notes in front of me on Freeney's screen. I've been trying to make this short but enjoyable. So let's get into it. For the Melbourne Storm, they brought players like Cameron Munster and his brilliance to the side, as well as some young new talent. Now Cooper Johns, my first time watching Cooper Johns, I thought he had a really good kicking game. In the first game, I thought he struggled, but in the second game, where Melbourne played... They played Manly in the Brisbane game. That's where Cooper Johns really shined for me. Nicho Hynes, I loved his debut at Central Coast Stadium against the Rabbits, and I think he was very impressive in the Nines arena. And I mentioned Cameron Munster, and I think Nicho Hynes looked very good with Cameron Munster. I could see Nicho Hynes evolving into a half, kind of like Scott Drinkwater in that fullback scenario, with players like Ryan Pappenhausen or Jerome Hughes at fullback. It could push Nicho Hynes into an unfamiliar territory, and I think he'd go well in it. As for the Manly, I'm going to go with the individual brilliance of Luke Metcalf. Metcalf had some very good try, very fast player. There are a lot of players fast in this tournament, but Luke Metcalf is one of them. For the Bulldogs, Corey Harawira-Naera delivered a win, a big upset over the Parramatta Eel. And I think Brendan Wakeham has a lot to learn, but I think Brendan Wakeham as a player can really evolve and change this Bulldogs team. The Bulldogs are a worrying team, not this year, but next year. With players like this coming out, the signing of Luke Thompson, I'd watch out for the Dogs. As for the Raiders, I've mentioned him before. Harley Smith-Shields, very, very good player. Scored a try, just good. And I also liked the defence of Kai O'Donnell. I thought Kai O'Donnell for the Raiders had a good one, even though the Raiders went 2-0. As for the Knights, Kurt fucking Gidley, oh my God, he winded back the clock, got some try assists, dangerous kicking game. Kurt Gidley was very exciting to watch. Young Tex Hoy from the Knights was almost unstoppable, and Sione Matadia as well, I thought had a really good tournament. For the Roosters, it was good to see Nick Davies in general coming from AFL Sydney Swans, playing for the Roosters. Mackenzie Baker and his hat-trick was impressive. A Rooster that I really liked is Freddie Lussick. I don't know what it was about him. He looked like he was playing like he wanted to be there. This Roosters team didn't look like they wanted to be there. They got smashed by Penrith, but they beat the Warriors. Parramatta, Hayes Dunster, very good. I've said this for a while now. I like Hayes' type of game. Hopefully he gets his first grade debut this year. Mitchell Moses, I was very impressed with his defence. I thought he was even more impressive than last year in this match. Defensively, this is the best defence I've seen from him. Blake Ferguson, a few fumbles from the ball, but Blake Ferguson overall was very good. And Ryan Madison, I thought, was really good as well. As for the Titans, very surprised at how good they went. Ash Taylor was fantastic. I'll just say it now. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to see more of him in the 2020 season. And Tyrone Peachey, very good up there in the Gold Coast. As for the Sharks, I've gone with Josh Morris. The old dog gets a hat-trick. And I really liked what I saw of Will Kennedy for the Cronulla Sharks. The Warriors were so fucking disappointing, but I'm going with Ignatius Parsi. I think Parsi put in a good effort and had a good game. As for the Broncos, I've picked a few. Obviously, they were disappointing. Didn't make it out of the first round. But David Fafita, Tom Dearden was really, really good. Jake Turpin was one of my favourite players of the tournament. He was very good, very dangerous, and he can play in lots of different positions. And it was good to see Corey Parker back as well. As for the Tigers, I'm going with Billy Walters. Now, I want to let you guys know that Billy Walters and me have had a little chat on Instagram. Billy Walters has been welcomed very warmly by the West Tigers, is really enjoying it. And obviously his dad, Kev, is very proud of that. So, yeah, he gave me a little message to say they've been very welcoming towards him. And letting him play in the role. Luciani Leilua I thought was really good as well, so I'll give him some credit. Is that all 16 teams? I don't think it is, but I think this is sent out of order. Nope. Okay. Dragons. Tristan Saylor. Thought Tristan Saylor, again, one of the best players of the tournament. Very underrated, very good. No one's talking about him, but he did a lot. Cody Ramsey. Cody Ramsey was very good during this tournament, but the issue that I have is that try. But look, in regards to that, there's no technology, there's no video ref. A ref's making an encore decision. Ben Cummins didn't make the right decision. But I have seen people threaten him, physically threaten him, saying they're going to hurt his family, and you can tell him to get fucked all you want. But there is no need for people to threaten a referee. It is disgusting, and if you do that, fuck off. Okay? Rabbits. I thought Jaden Sewer was really, really good. I liked a lot of him. And Campbell Graham. The Rabbitohs were quite disappointing, but I think Sewer and Graham, very good. Viliami Kickout. Amazing. Brilliant. Unstoppable. He's a machine. He was very good against the Roosters in game 1. And he was very good against, I forget who they played in third. I think it was the Dragons game. And Appy Coruscant coming from Manly to Penrith, I thought he was also very good. Let's speak about the Cowboys. Congratulations to the North Queensland Cowboys. They are the 2020 Nrl Nines champions. $1 million goes towards their club for facilities, things like that. Hamiso Tebow Fido. True potential. I would love to see him race Josh Adokar. He is very fast, and when he has the ball, danger follow. Love this kid. I hope the Cowboys give him a contract. We'll wait and see. Scott Drinkwater. I thought he was good. I was surprised he got player of the tournament. I thought he was very good, but I think that was a big call. And Cohen Hess. I thought Cohen Hess was very good for the Cowboys team. I was very close to putting Tamalolo in there. But they are the players, in my opinion, that I thought was so good in NRL Nines. There was controversy with some of these players. There were injuries. But let's get into my 3 best games. The 3 best games in this tournament for me was the Broncos and the Cowboys. Very good game. The Cowboys come away with an 11-17 win. I really enjoyed the second game, which was the Knights and the Eels. The Knights and the Eels was a qualifying game, and we won 14-17. Thought Kurt Gidley in his last match in the Nines was really good. And I thought the whole team for the Parramatta side were good defensively, so I enjoyed that game. But the third game I enjoyed is actually this grand final. Now, even though I think it was tough that the Dragons were there off that call and they didn't exactly deserve to be there, I think they played really well against this Cowboys team. I thoroughly can say that I enjoyed this grand final. The Dragons and the Cowboys made a very a good grand final. It was gripping, and both sides were at each other. Plenty of points in the match as well. I think it was 23-14. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was 23-14. As for the most surprising teams in the tournament, I'm going... Oh, what did I do just then? I got rid of it. Hang on. Here we go. I know what I'm going with. I'm going with the Titans, of course. They were very surprising, as well as the West Tigers. I didn't expect too much from the Tigers, but the Tigers were... Oh, shit. The Tigers were good. Now, the teams I am disappointed in. I am disappointed in the Warriors, and I am disappointed in the Raiders, okay? Very disappointed in the Raiders. I expected more from them. They didn't have big name, but they've got players like Smith Shields, like Tom Starling, like Harveely. Yeah, I thought we would get more, as well as the Warriors. Warriors 2-0, head home. Fucking disappointing. The injuries are a huge worry. There were some big injuries in the Nines. Let's speak about them now. I can't explain exactly what they were. I know some of them, but I'll just speak about the players. Matt Duffy for the Dragons may not start anyway. Originally, he was just kind of a backup player. They weren't expecting much of the season from him, but big loss there in the fact that he has a fractured cheekbone. Anthony Milford. I've written anything Milford here. It's just autocorrect. I almost said that. But Anthony Milford, big loss for the Broncos there. I expect him to be back in round 1 or 2 I think it's only a mild injury there. Cameron McInnes, big injury cloud surrounding Cameron McInnes. The Dragons have signed Isaac Luke as a hooker, backup, and it looks like he will be backup hooker for quite a bit. Paul Momorowski, a big loss there for the West Tigers. This one's not good. Paul Momorowski could even be their goal kicker with Easton Masters going, but yeah. Corbin Sims, a fractured or broken arm, the same arm that was broken last year. That is 3 Dragons players I've just named. That is very worrying signs for St. George at Illawarra. Josh Maguire from I think it was a medial tendon, was torn in the Cowboys. And Ethan Lowe, the former Cowboy, now South Sydney Rabbitoh, also injured. Not too sure what the injury was, but yeah, very worrying signs for these clubs. Okay, guys, let's do it. Let's speak about my personal team of the tournament. I think there'll be a bit of controversy, and I think a lot of you will disagree with me. I think there'll be some that think these players are getting credit that they do deserve. This is my personal team of the tournament. Number 1, I've got Ash Taylor. He looked very fresh coming off into the 2020 season after 29 missing a lot, having personal issues, and the Titans obviously very struggling. Very good signs from Ash Taylor. Number 2, he was monstrous, and I've mentioned him a couple times. It's Viliami Kikau from the Panthers. Now, I expect the Panthers to make the 8, and Viliami Kikau, like the 2018 season, is going to be a key in leading them there. Number 3, a surprising packet from the Newcastle Knight. Partnered well with Kurt Gidley. Tex Hoy was very good, and he deserves a spot in the team of the tournament. Number 4, surprisingly, I really think that the Broncos' best player was Jake Turpin. Jake Turpin in the number 4 position for team of the tournament. He can play hooker. He's good. Number 5, Hamiso Tibai Fidau, the fastest man of the tournament. I'd love to see him race the Fox, as I said. Delivered a few tries for the Cowboys. Very good there. Looking forward to seeing him make an NRL debut. Number 6, Nicho Hynes. Nicho Hynes for the Melbourne Storm. Very good. Deserves a lot of credit. Thought he was dangerous. And just like Scott Drinkwater, I think we can see him in a number 6. And I've got him in number 6 for that reason. Number 7, Luke Metcalf. Metcalf led the Manly Sea Eagles to quite a few wins, beating the Melbourne Storm. And the Manly side were very good in this tournament on the back of him. Number 8, for the Parramatta Eels, Clint Gutherson made the team of the tournament. Now, I disagree with this. I didn't think Gutherson had a very good tournament. I think he's a good player. I thought he could have been a lot better. I'm going with Hayes Dunster. I think Hayes Dunster defensively, his attack, very good. I was close to putting Jamin Salmon in there. Jamin Salmon looked very good in this Nines format. But Fergo, a bit too many mistakes. Moses, again, bit too many mistakes. Hayes was consistent, but Parramatta did well, I personally think. And number 9 is Tristan Saylor. Wendell Saylor's son for the St. George Illawarra Dragons is going to do big thing. That is my team of the tournament, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. My next NRL video should be my Indigenous All-Stars versus All-Stars team talk and predictions. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Subscribe to Entertain House.